Having visibility into your data is the cornerstone of every robust data security and privacy approach. You can't protect something you don't know exists. Therefore, having visibility into where your sensitive data resides is critical to maintain strong security of sensitive assets, meet your compliance regulations, and avoid devastating financial and reputational consequences for your organization. The sheer volume of sensitive data means there is an ever-increasing number of accidental or intentional data breaches, lost data records, and data misuse incidents. At the same time, HIPAA, PCI, CCPA, and GDPR compliance regulations demand that organizations provide complete visibility into what data is accessed or changed, when, and by whom. Thales CipherTrust data discovery and classification helps your organization get complete visibility into your sensitive data with efficient data discovery, classification, and risk analysis across heterogeneous data stores, the cloud, big data, and traditional environments in your enterprise. This contrasts with alternative, disjointed solutions that can leave sensitive data exposed or compromised. Our solution provides a single pane of glass that allows you to get a clear understanding of what sensitive data you have, where it's located, its risk of exposure, and proactively respond to data privacy and security regulations. Thales CipherTrust data discovery and classification is integrated with the CipherTrust Manager. This enables your IT organization to manage your data privacy and security with centralized management. With Thales CipherTrust data discovery and classification, you have a single pane of glass to take full control of your sensitive data everywhere from discovery to remediation. Scans help you discover both structured and unstructured data across a diverse set of data stores, and scans can be performed in agent-based as well as agentless deployment modes. This allows your security and IT teams to ideally mix and match agent-based and agentless solutions for optimal results while reducing the total cost of ownership. DDC provides a single, fully automated solution that enables your organization to gain awareness about what sensitive data you have, where it resides, and what the risks are, get alerts about data at risk, and take action to close gaps, minimize risks, and apply remediation. We will be logging into the CipherTrust Manager console as an admin user to view all of the capabilities of the CipherTrust data discovery and classification solution. Once we log in, we can view all products available on the CipherTrust data security platform, but let's get started with the data discovery solution. Here is a high-level overview of the flow before we go into the individual steps. We'll go over this flow in detail throughout the course of the demonstration. The first step is to set up policies for data discovery and classification. We start by defining the storage to be scanned. This could be a file server, a database, local storage, big data, or cloud object storage. To get started, we click on the Add Data Store button to add a new data store. We define the type of storage to add. This could be local storage, which means that you have an agent on the actual host. It could be network storage. We support CIFS and NFS. Also, one of a number of databases or big data could be selected for scanning. In our example, we'll be adding a data store for local storage. We add the host name or IP address. We need to give a name for the data store and optionally a description. We'll then specify the sensitivity level of the data we expect this server to hold. For this example, do we expect the server to contain public data, or is it internal, private, or restricted? In this case, we'll select internal as the sensitivity level. The last step here is to define who will be allowed to access the result of the scan for this data store. For example, we may only want to provide access to the HR department to review the results when we scan HR storage. We can also define a tag. Are we expecting the server to hold GDPR information? Please note that when data stores are scanned, we never copy sensitive data from the location where the data is analyzed by the DTC agent. We only store information about the type of data we have found, but not the data itself. The solution comes with built-in templates for commonly used regulations like GDPR, CCPA, PCI, DSS. For the sake of the demonstration, we'll create a custom classification profile. The solution offers the flexibility to create a new classification profile from a predefined template, or we could create a template from scratch. Select the info types that apply and follow the instructions in the wizard. For the purpose of the demo, we want to search for French GDPR data, so let's use the existing GDPR profile to create our custom classification profile. We now define the sensitivity level. In this case, we inherit the sensitivity level of the GDPR classification profile, which is restricted. This means that all the data we find within this classification profile will be treated as restricted. For our custom classification profile, we've just selected the French GDPR-related info types. The last step here is to apply tags to the classification profile. We have the choice to use existing tags or create our own tag. As we are searching for GDPR data, we will use the existing GDPR tag. The blue color of the tag indicates that it's an existing tag. We're now getting ready to run discovery scans. Specify a name and description for the scan. In this example, we will select the HR repository as the data store for the scan. We offer the flexibility to define a specific path or table for the scan. In this case, we don't define a specific path, so the whole data store will be scanned. We now select the classification profile that we wish to use for the scan. We get to choose if we want to run the scan right now or later based on a schedule. We also offer the flexibility to define the frequency. We can run the scans daily, weekly, or monthly. We're now able to run a scan. You can view the progress of the scan from the Scans menu. To view a report, we first need to generate a report to see the results of the completed scan. Add a description and select one or more scans. Here we can run the report, and we now get to see the total number of data objects scanned, the number of sensitive data objects found, the total number of matches, and the total number of info types found. This first level of the report provides information about the info types discovered, financial, personal data, where they're collected, such as Microsoft Office documents, images, etc. Moving over to the Data Stores tab, we see the average risk score, sensitivity level of the data stores in the scan, and the percentage of data found related with the classification profile selected in the scan. Moving over to the Data Objects tab, now we get a clear understanding of the sensitive data and its risk. These reports provide visibility into the data objects at risk and prioritize remediation actions. Now that we've classified the data and understood the risk, the CipherTrust data security platform can be used to protect the data using remediation techniques such as encryption or tokenization, using products like CipherTrust Transparent Encryption. In summary, CipherTrust data discovery and classification provides a single, automated solution to address all of your key challenges. For example, discover sensitive data across heterogeneous data stores on cloud and/or on-premise. Classify the data in accordance with its sensitivity, uncover and mitigate risks, and use data remediation using CipherTrust platform products for encryption and tokenization. Organizations like yours can rely on CipherTrust data discovery and classification to help you discover, classify, and protect your most sensitive data wherever it resides. Thank you for watching this demo.